welcome back to EED Podcast. I'm Salma and India. So today I have special guest, our one of our lecturer in EED, Bu Rusiana. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good, Salma. What about you?
I'm good. So today we're going to talk about reading.
Okay.
We have special topic. Reading is self-rewarding. Jadi yang aku remember tentang reading itu waktu semester 1
Yeah.
we have extensive reading.
Extensive reading class.
Yeah, we read for fun ya waktu itu. So what is actually reading is self-rewarding? Is it part of the reading?
Okay, that's a nice question. So why I chose the topic reading is self-rewarding because in my personal opinion, when we read, it's like it is one of healing. Like it is a rewarding for ourselves, and based on the theory. Oh my God, it's morning and
we talk about
the
theory.
Yeah, because you remind me about the class that we joined last year,
Yeah.
extensive reading class. And if you still remember, Salma, one of the extensive reading, what's that? The 10 principles of extensive reading. One of them is reading is reward itself. So that's why when Pak Agung asked me to have this podcast, yeah, that idea came up. And reading is self-rewarding because when you read Salma, if you love reading, so you will find yourself like when you are immersing into words of the book, of the novel, you will find it. Oh, this is my life. It's me, and you will enjoy your life from reading. So it's a reward, although you stay alone in your room or in the corner of your house reading. It is compared to nothing.
Okay, so it's like me time.
Yeah,
Gitu ya.
sure, exactly. You just right. The me time is reading, but sometimes shopping is also okay.
That's
But
my kind
reading
of
is
me time
different.
actually.
Yeah.
Kalau Bu Rusiana sendiri suka bacanya dari kecil atau gimana?
Yeah. I've got a memorable book. So it's Indonesian, and the title is Tak Putus di Rundung Malang. So I read that book when I was in elementary school. The teacher usually had us visit the library regularly for maybe once in a week. And then I found that book in the library of my SD, SD Tersalam 5. I want to say the name of my SD. And yeah, I love reading start from elementary school. And I also bought some novels from my neighbor. Actually, that novel is not a novel at my age, but I read that. You're so surprised, but yeah, I don't know. Like my parents didn't know what I read, and I read everything.
Okay.
Magazines, and then novels. And then I went to book rents, penyewaan buku begitu. And I bought some books. I remember the novels I usually read. Novel by Sidney Sheldon, but it's already translated in bahasa Indonesia.
Okay.
Yeah, why I love that novels? Why I love those novels by Sidney Sheldon because mostly the characters are woman or female.
Okay, woman lead gitu ya berarti.
Ya. Saya suka semua novel atau buku yang dia main karakternya adalah perempuan.
Perempuan. That's cool actually. Jadi apa ya? Memperlihatkan nilai dari seorang wanita gitu.
Ya.
Oke. Kira-kira dari membaca ini ada personal benefitnya gitu nggak? Kayak selain apa ya? Menyenangkan, terus apa gitu kira-kira value yang didapatkan dari sering membaca ini?
Oh gitu ya. Mungkin kalau teori atau apa namanya, mungkin kita tahu ya bahwa literasi di Indonesia ini literasi dan numerasinya itu jauh di bawah negara-negara gitu yang ikut OECD gitu ya, yang berdasarkan PISA 2022. Tapi kalau keluar dari teori dan apapun, ketika membaca itu sebetulnya melatih kita untuk menjadi orang yang berpikir kritis, kemudian sabar itu artinya begini, when we are reading, so we are actually training our brain and processing the information page by page gitu. And at the same time we are reading, we are predicting, so that's what is important from reading. What's the question again? Like,
The value.
yeah, the value. So the more you read, I think the wiser the person will be.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not saying that I'm now wise because because I read now, but it's a journey, I think. So reading is kind of milestone. That reading, there is no limitation that you have to read from age 3 or 1 until you reach 30. There is no limitation like that.
Okay.
Reading is just about when the more you read, and then the wiser you are, and the more critical you are, and then the value is like you can take lessons from what you read yourself. At least if it is not for at least it will be beneficial for you yourself, and for me, if I'm a reader, then oh yeah, I can learn from the stories, I can learn from the books. Jadi seperti itu.
Oke.
Iya.
Jadi membaca itu nggak ada batasan umurnya ya?
Yeah, sure. Even when I was expecting my first son, I read a story. Yeah,
Okay.
during my pregnancy.
Oh,
Yeah.
jadi dari dalam kandungan
Yeah,
sudah dibacakan?
Yeah.
Oh.
So what I read a book that it was I read a book, and the book told me that it was good to read a story to a baby even still in in the womb. And I did that with the hope that later my son, my daughter, they will be good readers
Okay.
in the future. But then it's not easy. That's little first step of reading when I was expecting my first pregnancy, and it continued like until my son elementary school. When he was in the kindergarten, I bought many books for him, and he read books. But later, the struggle continues. It's not easy to get someone read.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah. So
jadi apa ya, berarti kayak ngerasa bosen gitu untuk membaca.
Bosennya enggak sih, cuma gimana ya, membaca itu memang tidak bisa dipaksakan, karena sebetulnya dia habit. Kalau sudah terbentuk, dia akan menjadi seperti need gitu, kebutuhan. Nah, untuk sampai menjadi merasa membaca itu adalah kebutuhan, merasa bahwa ini adalah healing, ini rewarding gitu tuh, itu perjalanannya nggak
semudah itu ya.
nggak mudah dan nggak pendek gitu, panjang. Jadi mungkin kalau saya rasa itu kita harus memang memulai membaca dari yang kita senangi dulu. Dulu itu mengapa saya suka membaca yang saya tadi ceritakan, Tak Putus di Rundung Malang ya, dan ada satu judul lagi mungkin ceritanya saya lupa ya judulnya apa gitu, tapi it's about what many stories like Mbok Berek or what. I forget the title, but it's like the story from the past was good gitu, to shape my reading habits. Yeah, so when you find the right books, ketika anak atau kita menemukan buku yang tepat, itu sebetulnya yang akan menjadi motivasi, dan kita akan mau baca lagi dan lagi gitu. Jadi kalau mau nurture reading habits itu sebetulnya mulai dari yang disukai dulu gitu. Dan mulai dari, kalau anak-anak ya diberikan buku yang sederhana, yang memang sesuai kapasitas atau kemampuan baca mereka. Misalnya masih bacanya baru vocabulary-nya yang terbatas, kita berikan buku yang terbatas itu. Maksudnya buku-buku yang simple gitu-gitu.
Oke. Oh, berarti ini ya, kayak graded readers itu is a good start for them to gain their reading habits.
Ya betul. Jadi graded readers atau buku berjenjang itu yang dulu dibaca ketika extensive reading semester 1 itu sudah disimplify ya, dari buku-buku yang besar-besar dan tebal-tebal begitu, misalnya Sherlock Holmes atau beberapa cerita. What's that? Do you remember
Ada.
one of the title, like the romance title? Shakespeare, ya,
Oh ya,
William
Shakespeare,
Shakespeare,
ya
ya,
betul.
William Shakespeare. Atau kalau untuk anak-anak itu sebetulnya juga ada buku grade readers yang memang dari anak-anak, misalnya yang dolphin readers begitu. Jadi kita sebetulnya bisa kalau mau satu paket, I mean like when we are teachers ya, I'm a teacher. So when I teach students and then if I have my students read and then I just try to find a good book which is related to the topic that they which is easy for them and then which is interesting for them. So it is the first step to help them to love reading. Because kids don't know what
What
good,
they want, yeah.
they might be interested in colorful pages, yeah, so colorful pages and then what else, yeah, colorful pages and then interesting stories, yeah. Okay, so we have to be there as parents, as a teacher, to help students and children to read
Oke.
and being a role model.
Yeah,
That's
really actually.
like yeah, if you don't read and then you cannot ask someone please read, they will say you don't.
Oh iya,
Okay.
betul.
Yeah,
Jadi
yeah.
harus jadi contoh dulu.
Yeah,
Kasih
yeah.
contoh dulu. Bu Rusiana ini kayaknya udah baca semua graded readers yang ada di sini ya?
Not all.
Oh, not all. Tapi
Not
kayaknya dulu misal aku lagi baca buku A gitu, Bu Rusiana kayak udah tahu isinya
yeah.
gitu.
Yeah, because I have been teaching extensive reading for maybe more than 5 years.
Oh.
So, and because it's my job. No, I mean like one of the principles of extensive reading. So today's topic is about reading is self-rewarding, but also we are selling selling the course in EED and also what we are doing in this department.
Iya,
that
iya.
you enjoyed my extensive reading class.
Of
Didn't
course,
you?
iya. Iya, benar.
Okay.
Karena jadi tahu banyak buku yang ternyata menarik gitu.
Iya. Dan yang perlu kita share. We need to share that experiences to others.
Yeah.
To senior high school students, to your junior, that we've got good books here in English Education Department. And what's your question again? I always forget the question. Oh yeah, I don't read all graded readers, but I have to know the stories that my students usually read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so because I've been teaching for more than 5 years, I know the students usually they read the quick starters and then starters, and then the starter one. Yeah. Okay, so I have to know the story because if don't, they will tell me a different story.
Oh iya betul.
Kadang ada gitu. I got an experience like 5 students, maybe 5 students, they read the same story, but when I had them to please retell what the story is about, the 5 students they tell different stories, although they read the same book.
Yang baca cuma beberapa dong.
Yeah, maybe they try to find the story from the Google, or maybe only trying to they found the summary from the internet. Okay.
Oh ya, untuk maintain reading habit sebenarnya tuh kan it's kind of hard actually. Even walaupun kita punya mata kuliah extensive reading sendiri tuh, masih banyak teman-teman yang sebenarnya males gitu untuk baca. Kalau Bu Rusiana sendiri kayak personally mengajari mahasiswa nih untuk maintain their reading habits itu kayak gimana?
Kalau Mbak Salma masih baca nggak nih after extensive reading?
No.
Actually no. Kalau untuk maintain itu ya tadi yang saya bilang ya, memang ini nggak semudah membalikan telapak tangan gitu ya, untuk meminta orang membaca atau tiba-tiba suka membaca gitu. Saya saja kalau belajar di pengalaman pribadi saya begitu ya, yang saya ceritakan adalah it was started when I was in elementary school. My parents didn't ask me to read, never. They never asked me to read, and they didn't provide books when I was a kid. Yeah, because books are expensive, right? And then when I was elementary school, the only Books that I can access is books from the library, and then from the book rents. From the book rents, lucky me that my parents allow me to take 10 to 15 minutes by bicycle to rent the books. Yeah, but now I'm not sure that today you can find a book rent. Yeah,
Ya kayaknya udah nggak ada sih.
yeah, yeah. So to maintain is like to it's not an easy job, but we can do it. Like you force yourself if you want to be lifelong readers.
Okay.
And how to force that so that it won't be very challenging for yourself. It's like choosing the topic or choosing the book, choosing the novel that you like. For example, you like romance, you can try to find the trend, like what is the newest book that people read today. Or if you like Sherlock Holmes, about what? Detective?
Yeah, detective,
Yeah, try to
spy.
find stories which is very famous or that the people talk about, and you need to know, you need to keep up with, oh, I want to understand, I want to get along with them in the discussion. So you can start from the book that you love. For example, now I'm reading Sang Tanda.
Sang Tanda.
Sang Tanda ini bahasa Indonesia. Sang Tanda is apa ya? Ini buku tentang Kudus pada zaman dulu gitu, dan Sang Tanda itu penari, traditional dancer. Jadi itu menceritakan seorang tanda dari Surakarta begitu, in berapa ya, tahun 1874 atau berapa begitu, dan settingnya itu di Kudus.
Okay.
Why I'm reading that book now, because my friend told me like that there is a book Sang Tanda gitu, and then I directly try to find it from Shopee, and then nanti diedit ya Shopee-nya. But I could not find one. But now, but finally my friend helped me and I got the book, and now I have read that, and it's 500 pages thick.
Oh my god.
500 is like one satu rim.
Iya,
Lebih ya.
satu rim.
Satu rim itu 100 kan. Itu 500 halaman. But I already read that for 100 pages. And one book that I want to read after that is The Colors of Mother. The Colors of Mother. Yeah.
Ada
It's
hubungannya?
English. No. Because that's what I call like maintaining the reading habits and the love of reading is by choosing your own list.
Yeah.
Your book list, like I want to read that after this. So you have a power, you have a spirit. Jadi semangat gitu untuk I have to finish this one before reading this one. Gitu.
Oh iya.
So maintaining is about, it's also apa ya? You telling yourself like keep reading gitu. Because sometimes shopping is much more interesting, right? Yeah, shopping is much more interesting, and watching movie it's okay also. Okay.
Iya, sebenarnya pertanyaan itu banyak ditanyain sama teman-teman, karena kemarin saya sempat buka question box actually.
Yeah.
Dan banyak teman-teman yang menanyakan tentang gimana sih Kak maintain reading habits ini, apalagi sekarang tuh kan kita dimanjakan sama shorts videos kayak gitu. Jadi banyak yang prefer untuk lihat shorts atau cari ini jalan ceritanya di YouTube daripada untuk ngebaca gitu,
Oh
man.
yeah. I like the smell of books. I like the smell of books.
Oh iya, like, ada unique.
Yeah. And it stays in my memory when I went to the book run that I told you. When you open the door and you see books, the old books on the bookshelf, and then you can smell the book. It's like, yeah. I still keep that sensation, like, the smell of the book is nice, is good, and if you watch your gadget and then scroll and then you read from ebook, and it's different.
Yeah.
when you are opening the pages or opening the book page by page, and then you smell the paper, and then you read, the sensation is different.
Iya, different. Iya,
Yeah.
benar-benar.
So if you want to know how can I maintain the reading, and then is it the same or not, reading from the book and reading from the digital
Internet.
library, for example. A digital library is okay, but then try to read the printed books. Yeah, yeah, it's different. I think research says, or maybe in the social media, that uh, it is said that reading a book is better than reading the printed book. I mean, when you touch the paper like this, then you open page by page, and then you read. It's different from when you have to scroll the screen.
Oh ya.
It's different. Okay.
Bentar ya.
Any more question? Like, what
Actually,
about you? So, are you starting reading after this?
maybe ya. Actually, I have a lot of books in my home.
You have read them?
Yeah,
Okay.
some of
Oh,
them.
see.
Kayak yang
What
dibilang
genre?
romance.
Romance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mostly
Nice.
romance, and it's kinda, what is it? What do you say?
In bahasa Indonesia or
In English.
Oh, in English. Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Karena
Now I'm the host ya. You answer my question.
karena ini buku dalam bahasa Inggris sometimes apa ya, ekspresinya itu beda.
Beda.
Lebih apa ya, lebih seru aja gitu.
Iya,
Apalagi
I
kalau
see.
romance, jadi imajinasinya makin liar gitu.
Oh, I see. Okay. Ya.
Dan emang bener kalau baca buku fisikal daripada e-book, itu sensasinya beda. Kayak itu
Yeah.
tadi, dari smells-nya itu
Yeah.
beda.
And when I was young, I remember that romance book. So I borrowed the novel from my neighbor, and then the neighbor, it was like, maybe I was still elementary school, but my neighbor was at senior high school. It was a novel that I so I put the novel under my pillow, and then I helped my mom doing the chores. And after
Okay.
that, my motivation is only to read the book.
Oh,
Always like that. So it's not only novel. So every book, most of the books that I read when I was kid is from borrowing from friends, from the rents, because I didn't buy books. It's like, I have to finish all of my chores, all of my homework, and then after that I can read. So reading is like being my destination.
oh.
It's like, I have to finish this because after that I will read. That's happiness. I don't know how to express this, but and now it's still the same, but maybe I don't read a lot more than the previous one. Like, yeah, because of the workload. That's an excuse, but I'm trying at least. I'm still reading.
Okay. And then
You can borrow me. You can lend me the books, the romance books, if you're done reading.
it's actually dark romance.
Oh,
Yeah, so
really?
yeah. It's kind of, I'm afraid if I share.
Okay. Just keep it for you then.
Okay.
Okay.
Apalagi ya? Actually, ada satu pertanyaan.
Yeah.
Ini juga dari temen. Dari sekian banyak graded readers yang ada di sini, di IID, di SAR, ada satu buku yang paling berkesan nggak?
Okay. Apa ya? Banyak karena ya. Mungkin tadi I told you that I like any book with female character. Maybe one book from one or two books from the readers that I remember was Mulan. Mulan is the story about Chinese girl who went to a war, replacing her father who was sick. And I just it's cool for me, like a young girl went to a war replacing her father. It's kind of she was a hero,
Yeah,
right?
hero,
Yeah. And finally, the nice part was when she met a boy like
Oh.
in the one, and then the boy went to her house, and then they finally they got married. Like, nah,
Okay.
it's nice. And another story that I remember about Happy Prince, the Happy
Okay.
Prince. You know the story about a statue, a golden statue that with a bird, and the Happy Prince could see everyone in the town, and then when there was a person need help, and then the Happy Prince will say to the bird, "You can take my eyes, the golden eyes," and then give the eye to that person, and until he lost everything. Like,
Oh.
yeah, because of that, because he's so kind and give what he has to everyone who needs help. Like, yeah, many stories, but yeah, I remember those two. It's about giving, and it's about for Mulan. I learned about sacrificing,
Sacrifices.
like sacrificing, pengorbanan, and being a tough girl.
Oh
Don't you
yeah.
know, it's like apa ya, kalau ada cerita tentang girl atau woman gitu tuh, saya melted. Ya, jadi nggak tahu kenapa, mungkin dari buku-buku itu yang saya baca juga sepertinya memberikan kontribusi atau andil gitu untuk shape personality gitu nggak sih?
Iya benar-benar.
Tapi kalau saya rasa, kalau saya coba refleksi kemudian milestone membaca itu, sepertinya begitu. Apa yang kita baca itu yang kita olah, itu yang juga sedikit banyak akan mempengaruhi, mungkin nggak semua ya, nggak semua, tapi personality, cara berpikir, kemudian the way we see life, cara kita melihat, memandang hidup gitu. Kemudian value-nya adalah at least kita bisa belajar dari apa yang kita baca itu untuk diri kita sendiri gitu.
Oh iya benar.
Untuk apa ya tadi, untuk lebih bijaksana itu maksudnya ke value-nya adalah kita untuk apa ya, something that we can take for ourselves gitu, seperti itu. Dan kalau dari yang Happy Prince, I learn about giving ya, and caring, caring to others gitu. Tentang memberi dan peduli gitu dengan orang lain gitu. Tapi kayaknya kalau sampai habis ya jadi statunya nggak ada gitu mungkin. Nah itu kan kita, nah jadi kita terus berpikir kritis, oh iya ya, memberi boleh sih, tetapi mungkin semampu kita,
Iya, mikirin
seperti itu
juga
ya.
nih.
Karena kan itu story ya, tapi some stories of great readers are based on true story.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, like Henry VI and the Henry and the Six Wives, that's real story, right?
Oh.
Iyalah.
Oh iya.
Iya, itu the story tells about Pangeran Henry. Henry and the Six Wives, Henry dan 6 istrinya itu, I think that's real story.
Okay.
Try to find from the internet.
Pangeran Henry.
Ya.
Terus ada satu lagi nih.
Pertanyaan terakhir kah atau
Ikut di pertanyaan terakhir.
Ah.
Jadi is reading for fun itu sama dengan reading for education?
Maksudnya bagaimana? Reading for fun?
Apakah
Oh, akademik mungkin ya maksudnya ya. Jadi gini, kalau kita memulai reading itu kan pasti nanti ada yang, kalau academic reading berarti teksnya lebih susah begitu ya. Iya kan, seperti teks-teks yang terbatas yang nanti kita harus menjawab gitu, atau memang teks itu ada di buku kuliah misalnya. Berarti kan kita harus paham. Nah, kalau kita sudah mulai suka membaca, reading for fun, reading for pleasure, dari yang dari yang singkat, dari yang kita senangi, dari yang mudah, itu otomatis kan kita membacanya sering begitu ya, intensitasnya tinggi, kemudian kita semakin senang membaca, semakin banyak tahu, pengen banyak tahu, membacanya akhirnya kan tidak satu genre aja, tidak satu hal saja gitu. At least kita sudah terbiasa melihat tulisannya gitu. Kalau vocabulary-nya itu memang akan berbeda ya kalau reading yang academic reading atau yang untuk education. Kalau reading for pleasure kan yang kita senangi mesti kan ya biasanya romance gitu ya, atau misalnya genre-nya yang detektif atau horor gitu kan akan sama begitu. It's something different, but we can do it like simultaneously. Kita bisa lakukan bareng. Lakukan bareng itu kan kita kembali ke topik ya. Jadi reading is self-rewarding, berarti ya ketika kita reading itu berarti itu adalah reward untuk diri kita sendiri.
Oke.
Ketika kita membacanya untuk sesuatu yang serius, untuk yang akademik itu berarti kan that's the need.
Iya,
Itu
iya,
kan
iya.
kebutuhan kita untuk bisa menyelesaikan assignments for completing a task gitu. And it is important. But at least kita nggak, tapi setidaknya kita nggak langsung, waduh,
Harus baca.
reading gitu, harus baca dan banyak vocabulary-nya susah. Nah, at least kalau kita sudah punya apa namanya bukan dasarannya. Kalau kita sudah suka membaca dan membaca itu sesuatu yang ya biasa, memang itu kebutuhan gitu ya, atau kebutuhan atau bahkan tadi ini reward gitu. So reading more difficult text will be fine, will be okay. Seperti itu. Jadi bisa dilakukan bersama-sama. Reading for pleasure-nya, untuk healing tadi, untuk self-rewarding, untuk belajarnya ya berarti memang harus baca yang misalnya tren sekarang. Kita sedang, kalau from the TV you can see about apa ya, yang kalau sekarang sedang apa sih? Misalnya sedang ada berita tentang tornado di Amerika, misalnya kayak gitu, atau serangan ke Gaza seperti itu. Nah, kita bisa coba mencari berita yang dalam bahasa Inggris gitu. That's to improve the vocabulary and to help you understand the context. Yeah. So try to daily update with the news. Ya. Jadi teks-teks yang susah nanti semakin susah itu tidak lagi menjadi momok gitu. Iya, jadi reading for pleasure and academic reading for assignment maybe. So it will be okay for the students of college ya. Tentunya terutama untuk students of college gitu.
Oke.
Ya.
Jadi membaca itu nggak semata-mata jadi challenge, bukan sesuatu yang sebenarnya susah, tinggal cari aja your cup of tea gitu kan ya.
Nice.
Kayaknya itu dulu ya.
Ada pertanyaan terakhir mungkin?
Oke, pertanyaan terakhir.
Sepertinya ada yang menarik yang bagaimana gitu ya. I wanna say last, or maybe like this one. If you want to start reading, saya sebenarnya sudah siapkan apa ya, jadi lupa kata-katanya. Kalau mau membaca, kalau mau nggak suka dan mau membaca, caranya bagaimana adalah tadi, mulai yang kamu suka and you can start your first page today. Start your first page today.
Start your first page today.
Dan buku yang kamu suka.
Dan buku yang kamu suka. Find your cup of tea. Oke. Cukup untuk hari ini. Banyak banget insight yang masuk, mulai dari how to maintain reading habits, terus mencari your cup of tea, your cup of coffee. Membaca itu udah kayak apa ya, milestones,
bagian dari hidup kita gitu
ya. Jadi apa ya, find reading as your needs. Buat membaca jadi sebuah kebutuhanmu, dan mungkin itu ya.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Intinya adalah start your first page today.
Start your first page today.
Okay. Thank you, Salma.
Thank you, Ma'am Rusiana.
Have a good day.
Have a good day and see you on the next EED podcast.